So like I was basically what I was doing was I was just kind of telling them that what they need to do is, oh my gosh. Oh, hey, don't forget, don't the table. It's an earthquake. Whoa. Enough.
Well, nobody's in here to see it, so it's okay.
Well, if anybody catches up on this later on. So yeah. Oh, there's Peter. Of course he's first.
Yo, Pete,
he was waiting for this. Pete.
How many things have you caught today?
Oh yeah. They are playing a Harry Pottermon game.
Pottermon.
Pottermon Go. So, what's going on? Are you working or not working? Peter says he's level 5. What level are you?
I just made level 5, but there's like nothing.
Hey, Atari
good.
Creep.
There's no good thingies there. I don't even have like a supply drop anywhere near me, so I'm like out of energy and everything.
So Peter's home. Atari Creep is joining us.
Hello, Atari Creep. I need to not touch the table.
I know, you shake it.
I can't help it.
And Captain Retro.
Captain Retro.
So by the way, I don't know if Atari Creep or Captain Retro would approve of this, but I found a copy of Cosmic Avenger on, I believe this is the ColecoVision one because it's got the little tabbies that come out to the side. I don't know if it's any good. Honestly, I know nothing about Cosmic Avenger, but I saw the label. It was really nice, and it was like $3. So I was like, all right, I'll try that. So there's that.
Would you buy that for $1?
Oh, I definitely would have bought it for $1. I bought it for $3, in fact.
It's not $1, Peter.
But since they were here, I thought they might appreciate that.
By the way, Peter, thank you so much for giving us such a fun inside joke all the time.
Yeah, we use that a lot.
That one and the oh my gosh, that was exciting.
Anytime we drop something.
I know. So Peter, you got to come back and hang with us more,
and do
so
some
you
more
can
stuff like
give
that.
us more fun things to joke about all the time.
And Atari Creep said, nice.
Wes.
Hey Wes, what's going on?
You guys hear us okay?
So Captain Retro said, never had a ColecoVision as a kid. Magnavox Odyssey 2 was my jam. Nice. We have one of those. You got me that in the box, didn't you? The Odyssey,
yeah, for Valentine. Our very first Valentine's Day together, actually. I was hitting right hard right out the gate, man.
Yeah,
first Valentine's Day, I'm like, boom, I'm going to make him want to keep me.
And I did.
I
hung on to her.
He did. He put a ring on it.
Nice. And then, hello, you'll have to excuse me if I get it wrong. Is it Droob or Drooby? Atari Creep says, it's a fun shooter, much like Vanguard, but better. Good. So I feel a little better about the $3 purchase. On that note, maybe you'll appreciate this too.
It's dirty, though.
It is.
We need to clean it.
It's filthy. So I found the... was this the expansion module 1? Try to get it up nice and close. It is dirty. I haven't even tested this yet, but the price tag they had on it, yeah, I think it was $13. And I was like, I'll try that. The only thing is I don't know if they're supposed to be that exposed or not. I don't feel like it, but I sometimes don't know with other systems.
On it or something?
That was my first thought, but so I don't know. Hopefully that was a good one too.
I don't know.
So Drooby says the second pronunciation. So
Drooby.
hopefully that was the second one, Drooby. Atari Creep wants his mod 1. And then Nefarious West said, man, I had that thing as a kid. I think that's normal. Okay, good. And then, yeah, Atari Creep. Yeah, that's how it comes. At $13 is not bad at all. Good.
Or, let me do your thumbs up.
Feeling good.
Where they look on the screen, sideways thumbs up. Yay, maybe it'll work. Yo, second breakfast, what's up?
Have to mow the lawn. I thought, aren't you going to too many games as well? I thought you'd be on the road or, doing something fun, getting some game time in with all the others there.
I know. We're just stuck here in the Midwest, bored out of our mind.
Nice. Bored. Trying to see if anything else I should pop up on screen. I don't know if anyone cares
Fight
about
tomorrow.
that.
Fight tomorrow.
AM.
Sorry, I can't read the little tiny print over there.
Wes says he has to mow the lawn too. You could call
Don't
Musty.
you guys have like children or people
Nice,
use
but
children
I'll
in the
put it off.
neighborhood you can hire and make them do that stuff?
Captain Retro driving and lurking, leaving for the con at like 3 a.m. Ooh, man.
So is it Friday, Saturday, Sunday then? And people are just arriving there today early because of flights and stuff? Because we've been seeing a lot of stuff on social medias about other people already there and hanging out and stuff.
Yeah, like a great picture of J Love and Linda, the gamer
Yeah,
girl.
because she's there to
finally
see the
meeting
other
up.
Linda. It is kind of confusing though when she talks and she's like, "Yeah, me and Linda, da 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 da," and then it's like, "No, not that Linda, not the one I'm thinking of."
Wes says mowing the lawn gives me an excuse to listen to music. You don't need an excuse before
I
that.
know. I
Come
listen
on,
to
man.
music no matter what. I clean the bathrooms. I cook dinner. Sit on the couch.
Actually, a little while back, Wes did a great video of tying music that you would listen to like certain games, and I think that's how it was. But I really like that video because there's so many songs that I relegate to certain games because I would listen to them all the time playing those games.
Oh, yeah.
And Captain Retro says starts at 2 tomorrow. Musty says I likely won't do anything on Friday, but Saturday, Sunday will be crazy.
Yeah, I bet.
And Peter did point out you guys have a panel at a con coming up. We do. I think you shared it on Facebook.
I shared it on Facebook because
so
they gave me a link, and I haven't had a chance to get over on Instagram or Twitter to share the picture screenshots or whatever. But yes, we will be going to Mo Game Con August 3rd, and we are special guests, and we have a panel.
And this is our first panel,
panel. Yeah.
Any tips, let us know because
but hey, at least Gaming Off the Grid said they will be there, so there will at least be 2 people in our room.
Nice.
So either that or only one of them is going to show up and they're just going to be like, "Here you go, see ya, bye."
So Captain Retro says I'm in Atlanta, about a 12-hour drive. Oh man. Peter says, what's your panel about? Basically just I would love to steal Discard's tagline of collect what you love, but that's kind of the whole push of it is to, just kind of collect what you love. Don't be worried. Don't think that you have to collect like certain comics. It's like if you see a comic that's got a pretty cover, just collect it. Same with games, stuff like that.
Yep.
Even if it's a game you're not familiar with, just give it a shot.
But we are going to outline it, so it's not going to be so random.
And then Atari Creep wanted to know the topic of our panel. Have fun with it. Oh, we can have fun with anything.
Oh,
so
yeah.
hopefully we'll have fun and won't just crash and burn. No pressure.
No pressure at all. We decided if no one actually shows up, then that's when we'll record our pickup for the con.
Nice.
We'll just, we'll just record what we think about the con there. That way when we get home, it'll be that much easier to put
Here's
stuff
all the
together.
stuff we've bought.
Yep.
And J Chip Show is joining us. Thank you.
Hello.
So I don't know if just to kind of keep things going until it gets like too crazy.
So it gets too chatty.
I found some DS games at a yard sale. This was one that you picked up.
I picked it up. Teenage Zombies. I'm very interested to see what that's all about.
But
has anybody played it?
I did get Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. I think I got this one for $3, which was a little more than I wanted to pay, but I'm pretty sure I've got the case and everything out in the garage, so I'll be able to complete it. And then the Sonic Classic Collection, because I'm a sucker anytime there's any kind of collection. And let's face it, we've only got like 12 collections of all the Sonic games already, so we need to keep it going.
Yes. Just get the thing that I found at the flea market.
What thing?
Or not the flea market, the yard sale.
This thing?
Yeah, this thing.
You want to show this thing off?
I want to show this thing off. Look what we found. And it's in like amazing condition. There's hardly any scratches on it, so they obviously didn't use it all that much. But we'll keep going around there.
There's the price tag.
Yeah, and we did pay $3 for it. We also did ask, do you guys happen to have the lunchbox? They said no, that thing's long gone.
Those punks.
Yep. So it's still.
And we totally filled it up with some hot soup and drank out of it without even washing it.
There's not even bite marks on there.
We're dangerous like that. Oh, don't open it.
I know.
We hadn't opened it yet.
I just released a plague.
Don't you know anything about Egyptian stuff?
I do.
By the way, I love the miscolorings on everything, like the dark gray blooper back there, or Peach in more of her evening gown color, I guess.
That's when she washed it with Mario's red outfit, and it turned it kind of a purple.
The Koopa that's like all green because they can't be troubled to give them 2 colors. Although the one in the water is 2 colors, so there's that.
Barely.
Captain Retro has a He-Man thermos. Nice. No lunchbox though, I guess.
The thing is though, like most of the time you can find the lunchboxes, but the thermoses are always long gone. So it's kind of interesting when you come across just the thermos.
Yeah.
And we always, anytime we're at flea markets or yard sales, we always check over all the thermoses just in case, because we do have a couple retro lunchboxes that we need to fill.
We have one. Was it a Pac-Man one? And like the thermos is just basically crushed. It's like they put it under a car tire.
Yeah. What else you got?
Oh, I've got lots of stuff. Oh, hey, you guys want to see one of my my
Father's Day gifts? I have yet to share online yet.
And Captain Retro, no box. That's a shame.
That's okay though. You can keep an eye out.
Yeah, keep an eye out. We'll keep an eye out.
Yeah.
For He-Man lunch boxes. So yeah, she got me a new mouse pad.
I did.
One of the ergonomically correct ones.
Squishy boobs. Here, let's turn this sideways so you can,
there we go.
You can really see the definition there. Who doesn't love Elvira and her little Elviras?
Nice. Her pumpkins.
Surprisingly enough, though, I mean, as you know, risque or whatever you want to call those, they're actually really comfortable. Those boobs like really cradle your wrist, and it's very comfortable.
It is pretty nice. Slayer 768 says, "Well, I came in at the right time." That's right. Atari creep, great for the wrist.
It is. You know, you got to cradle that wrist.
Extreme close. Put somebody's eye out.
Funny thing is, I told him, I said, this, you know, it's something he wanted, but it was a filler gift because his actual Father's Day gift, I didn't realize was coming from Mexico. So it's somewhere in transit at the moment. And
I asked if it was cocaine, and she said no.
No, not all cocaine. Just some.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
So Slayer asks how we are, and we are doing well.
We are doing well.
We were lamenting earlier that we're very jealous of all the awesome YouTubers and people that get to go to too many games and who are going to meet up and, you know, probably send us a bunch of pictures flipping us the bird because we're not there and rubbing it in our face that we're not there.
Well, we've already been getting some polos from them too, of them rubbing it in.
Yeah. Me. Captain Retro, Elvira, an early boner cause of my life. It's true. It's very true.
She's been a lot of boners for men and women, I'm sure.
Nice.
Like, who doesn't want to?
Nice. Very nice. Oh, I forget all the stuff I cut from the videos until we go live, and then and then you just throw it all out there.
I do. People get a whole new view of me when we go live because he can't edit me.
Another thing that I got for Father's Day, and of course we had already done the PS4 collection video, but a new edition, so Dragon Quest Builders, which I've wanted this for a while because I've heard that it's more Dragon Quest than Minecraft, so I'm down with that. Not that he gets Minecraft, but I just like to explore Minecraft. I didn't like to build as much, so this should be perfect for me, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
And Video Game Dust Sleeves is in here. Hello, how are you? We've been bugging them with a pretty massive project for a while, and I feel real bad. He's really awesome about getting me updates on how far he's gotten, but I also feel bad. I feel like I'm overworking him, so I'm sorry for all the Dust Sleeve work.
What else is going on? I can't see it over there.
J-Chip says Dragon Quest is pretty cool. Are you a fan of the series? Have you played any of the RPGs before, or are you like strictly for the builders or any of the other offshoots? And what about you? Do you want to show anything?
I can show off some of my stuff. So at the same yard sale, this was I think a 2 or 3 family yard sale or whatever, but I got myself a new VHS. I got me Star Wars Ewoks.
Oh.
This was back in the day when they would put one episode on a DVD or VHS.
Is it just one?
I'm pretty sure it's just one.
I don't know, 90 minutes.
90 minutes.
I think you might have 3.
Yeah, but the Haunted Village, and I didn't watch very much of the cartoon version when I was a kid. I watched more of the actual 2 movies, but you know, it's fun. I love Ewoks. I love anything Ewok. And the tape is actually in there.
They even rewound it, or
they did,
just
or
never
just never
watched
watched
it.
it. One of the two. This is not rated, by the way, so parental discretion advised.
Yeah, Ewoks Gone Wild.
1985.
By the way, good thing Robert's not in here. He wouldn't even know what that is.
I was gonna say, Peter, were you even alive when this came out?
Video Game Dust Sleeve says, I enjoy it, no problem at all with all of the dust sleeve work that we have him doing. Sarah is joining us. Hello
Sarah.
Atari Creep NC-17 Ewoks.
I don't know if that's when you actually get to watch them eat the stormtroopers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those helmets were hollowed out. Slayer was born in 1990. J-Chip, 97. Ouch.
Oh, my God.
What are you guys doing to us? Stop.
Wow.
Stop.
He was born in 97?
J-Chip.
I was a teenager already.
Steven is joining us. Hello. And Joseph, you guys seem super happy. How do you do it? It's not all water. It's no.
Well, when you're around like-minded people and people who like the same things you do and are into the same things you do, it's really easy to be happy and peppy because you're finally with your people.
That's very true.
So
good. Nice answer.
Thank you. I'm practicing for the panel.
Sarah says, geez, I was born in 83.
Ha! I'm still older than you.
I guess that's a good thing then. And then Steven is asking, are you a Marvel fan? Oh, yeah.
Here.
Oh, jeez.
What is this? But yes, very much so.
Easy.
Nothing against.
Easy shaking.
I know I'm shaking the camera. Nothing against DC. I have a lot of DC love too. There are a lot of characters I love, but I am more a Marvel girl. Would you like to answer the question too? I kind of took it away.
Same thing. I'm totally a Marvel girl, you guys. I'm a Marvel girl in the Marvel world.
Marvel world.
No, I do.
Life in spandex.
Wow. This is getting weird. I do lean more towards Marvel, especially growing up. I was really into X-Men, and so I kind of stuck with Marvel more. But I do still like a lot of stuff from DC. I also read a lot of Image comics back in the day, a lot of Dynamite stuff.
Dynamite.
I think Vampirella has jumped a couple of times, and I usually followed whatever comic she was in.
Yeah.
And then Captain Retro graduated in '96. Atari Creep. I'm not going to say when I was born, but I'm old enough to be a new grandfather this week.
Old enough to be a new grandfather? Does that mean you are a new grandfather?
Good question.
If you are, congratulations.
Christina says 1978. Joseph says Marvelous Girls. Wes is asking, did you read Savage Dragon? There was some kind of crossover. And that was like the only time I read a Savage Dragon, but I had seen some of them before. And back when I read this one, I definitely didn't have the disposable income that I have as an adult.
Yeah.
So I wasn't able to pick any up because I was usually pinching pennies just to get a issue of X-Men.
Yeah.
But I forgot all about Savage Dragon. I'm trying to think of what the crossover was, though. Steven asks, did you see Toy Story 3? Toy Story 3, yes. Not 4.
Is the 4 the new one that's out in theaters now? Or 5? I don't know what number they're on anymore. But anyway, I guess that's a good segue into this pickup showing off. I have already read all of the Phoenix stuff because that's one of my favorite storylines. But we were at a flea market the other day and they had a whole bunch of the Dark Phoenix and Phoenix stuff. So I picked up some comics because I have them in the trade paperbacks because they're easier to read. But I picked up Phoenix. What was this one? Bizarre Adventures. So, and I think that might be Summer. What's her name? Whatever. Then this one. I love the What If comics. I picked up What If Phoenix Hadn't Died, and then Phoenix Origins. This one is like a little different take on it. And then this Phoenix Resurrection. I don't think you can tell. I have this a couple of times, but this was a lenticular cover that I found. So, I don't know. It's not going to show up on there. I'm sorry, guys. Well, kind of. Maybe a little bit. Not really.
Even the back, the ad is...
Yeah, even the ad. Ooh. You can hear it, though. Wiki, 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 wiki.
By the way, I like this Captain Retro said 78 represent Carter administration. Jimmy Peanuts.
And then this one I actually have not read. I didn't know it existed at all. This is Marvel and DC Presents the Uncanny X-Men and the New Teen Titans. So that was kind of neat.
Yeah, this was very curious because I remember the 90s when Marvel and DC did that big crossover. First they were fighting, and then they did the amalgam comics where they were like fused. So you had Captain America and I think Superman fused into one, and then like Wolverine and Batman as the Dark Claw.
So yeah, there's the whole like everybody's fighting. So
Steven asked, did you see the new trailer for Toy Story 4? We watched the trailers up to a point, but
then they start revealing
secrets. We we watched the teaser, and then I think like maybe the first official full-on trailer, but then after that we stopped watching the trailers just because, like she said, they usually start giving stuff away.
Especially like Endgame was real bad about that. They gave away a lot of things in the subsequent trailers to come, and it was like we just had to stop because it's like you kind of knew things were going to happen, but you wanted the reveal in the movie.
Christina pointed out $1.25 for a comic was something in 1988. Oh yeah.
Now they're like $3.99.
Oh, if you're lucky. Oh my gosh, I feel like they're $5 now.
Well, the new ones you can still get for $3.99.
Wes loved the What If series. Yeah,
I have a bunch of the What If series.
They were always fun because it was always like it was always kind of like when you got your wish by the Wishmaster because it was always like terrible stuff would happen.
Yeah.
Because it'd be something like, what if Xavier succeeded and everyone got along? And it's like, oh, wait, everyone turned into a cannibal and they're eating one another's faces. That's what would actually happen.
Yeah.
Then Captain Retro, What If needs a few movies or an HBO series like Tales from the Crypt.
So much fun.
Yeah.
There are so many Freak of the Week things you could do with that. We need to make a lot of money and go make that happen.
Yeah. Let's just call up Marvel. Hey, do you mind if we use all of your properties?
It doesn't have to be Marvel. We could do What If comics, just any comic.
What if Triclops?
No, I'm just saying, like, it doesn't have to strictly be Marvel. We could do DC stuff. We could mix them,
Joseph asked, ever read any of the Kiss comics? Not the mainline series, but I did pick up the Army of Darkness Kiss crossover. Yeah. And then Sarah says, do you ever get the e-comics or just physical?
I actually am a member of the Marvel Unlimited. So I don't buy the e-comics, but I am a member of that where you basically have access to the digital library and you can just read as many as you want and you keep them because they're in your library. But so I highly, highly recommend that because it has actually saved me a lot of money because there's a lot of comics out there that I have been curious to read, but I don't need to collect them. Or I'm reading it and they're like, follow this one over to this comic. And it's like 2 panels and you don't want to spend money for the entire comic just for the 2 panels to read what they did. So I am in love with my Marvel Unlimited.
Yeah, Marvel used to be really bad about that. I remember back in the day, I'd be reading an X-Men issue, and at the end, it would say, if you want to see how this story ends, pick up Ghost Rider number 27. So I would spend like the next weeks, months, trying to find this Ghost Rider issue. Finally would, and it'd be like the first page, and then on the next page, it'd be the first panel, and that would be it, and the rest would just be a typical Ghost Rider.
Oh, hell.
Thanks.
Going back to the Phoenix thing, there'd be plenty of times where Phoenix would go over to another comic and she's literally just flying in the background.
Hey, Pixel Game Squad, thank you for dropping in. By the way, Christina, I better sub guys. Personal question: you a couple or just friends? Well, we made it official, so we're the official mom and dad of YouTube, as we've been called.
This October will actually be our 9th wedding anniversary, and we've been together for 10 years and friends for umpteen billion years before we got married. But we dated for 1 year and then we got married. So
J Chip said, I got my bum kicked in a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. Sorry about that. But the Gaming Off the Grid t-shirt is pretty cool. They got some nice merch.
They do.
Sarah, oh yeah, I totally forgot that you were a member of that. Glad to see you're still doing it. We have a video upcoming where she actually got an anniversary box for that too.
Yeah, if you do the Unlimited Plus membership every year on your sign-up anniversary, you get at first it's called a welcome box, and then after that it's called an anniversary box, and it's a bunch of exclusive comics that are just exclusive to the Unlimited, or if they're not exclusive comics, it's an exclusive cover to the comic, and then it's usually some buttons and some patches, and there's usually always a exclusive Marvel Legends action figure that you can only get from them. So that's what I do. So yeah, that video will be going up pretty soon for my 2-year.
So Captain Retro says, I love the Batman 66 series. Have them all. Got a few of the variants signed by Kevin Smith. Nice.
Ooh,
that is freaking awesome.
That's awesome.
And then a lot of congrats on the 9 years and the 10 years.
Thank you.
And happy earlyversary. Thank you all. And
we'll
Joseph
be actually
asks,
at a convention on our anniversary.
We will.
We'll be at the game convention here in Springfield.
Joseph asks, any little nerds around the house? Just the one. We got a teenager.
15.
And then gaming off the grid.
Oh,
hey, gaming off the grid. What's going on? How you guys doing?
Hey, we said we were going to do something.
That's right. That's right.
If you want to count, we have little cat and little dog running around too. So, yeah, we said we would toast if you
ladies
showed
first.
up. Drambuie.
And I'm going to pour you another one.
It tickles my nostrils.
It's good. That's why it tickles.
It's very smooth, though. But
so
I'm Scottish, so I can do the whole
Wes,
Scottish
thanks
thing.
for joining us. He's got to get going. Captain Retro,
Bye-bye.
are you all in the same Springfield as the Simpsons? We are. We know that,
We are.
actually. We do get that question a lot.
Funny thing is when I was anytime I would visit Europe, and they would find out I was from Springfield, they go, oh, do you know the Simpsons? And I was like, you know they're a cartoon, right?
Nope. Totally real. It's just for you. Gaming off the grid. We had the Drambuie set aside in case you happen to show up. So thanks for coming in. Because we couldn't have had it without you, of course.
Somebody said from Germany. I can't read.
So, Christina, you're from Germany.
Oh.
I take that. And then Gaming Off the Grid said, cheers. Wes is taking off. Captain Retro, they are real. That show is a documentary. You know?
Yes, because everyone's yellow without chins.
To be fair, Matt, I think it's Groening. I think he said he actually based pretty much all of the family, especially on his family.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's real. Like whenever they call Texas Chainsaw Massacre based on a real story. But I mean, it's kind of based
maybe
on
it is our
James,
Springfield because they do go to Branson.
I like that. And Poochie died on the way back to his home planet with that. Doop, doop, doop.
Well, I guess I can show something else off I got.
Else?
I do. This was a killer garage sale. I picked up a fun little Pokeball DS case. So you put your, I don't know if you can see, you put your little gamies in there until that sun goes down. It's gonna be very grainy. And then your DS goes in here. So I thought that was kind of cute. And they just wanted $2 for that. So, whatever.
So, by the way, Pixel Game Squad was the one that said, did someone say The Simpsons? They're teeny tiny bit Simpson fans. If you guys have not watched their videos whenever they're out picking up stuff, first of all, something that we absolutely love about their pickups is the fact that they are all over the place like we are when it comes to collecting. It's not just one thing. Well,
boring.
Well, it's not so much that. It's the fact that whenever you see someone and they only collect games or something, and they're out and about looking around and you see all the stuff that they're missing. And it's like, no, grab those things.
And it's like, grab it. I'll pay for it. And send it to me.
You know what is a nice case? How's this for a segue? At the yard sale. Game Gear. So it's a hard plastic case. And it's got a like Land of Illusion codes and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 game codes on there.
I believe this was a video game rental store because we had a rental store in Nixa that I do remember you could rent the game systems and they always came in these plastic things. So we're pretty sure that this is one of those.
If it's not like an official one, I really feel like it's what they used around here because they were probably too cheap to buy the official one.
Yeah, but it's really neat.
And
it had
it's dusty, but
system in it.
Has a system in it and a power adapter, which you need for the game.
And it's got holes on each side here for the games, and then there's little pictures on here. You can't see the pixels, but there's a game like etched into it or code etched into it in case you were too stupid to know where to put stuff.
Pixel Game Squad says, thanks guys, and yes, we have too much ADD to collect just one genre. You've seen our house, right? If not, come on over.
I know I haven't done a game
multiple rooms
collection room tour yet, but if you ever saw my collection room.
Captain Retro is off. Going to grab some Z's before the long drive. Hope everyone in the chat, you two nerds,
drive
has a rad
safe.
day. Yes, be very safe and have a lot of fun. We cannot wait to see all the videos from
videos,
everyone.
pictures, whatever.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. Pixel Game Squad, nice. Oh man, I'm so glad you guys were here. We actually
don't know if this works, do we? We haven't tested it yet.
It's wedged in there. There we go. But Land of Illusion. And of course, something that you sometimes don't see, both battery doors are on there, not even taped in. And the other nice thing was, I believe that there were not batteries in there. So not even any corrosion, which is always good.
Hey, guess what? Now we don't know where that battery door is.
Well, it was nice. Until she started tossing it around.
That's okay.
It's okay, she says.
Here it is.
8-Bit Glitch is here. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Atari Creep says the Game Gear case is great. It is a rental case, 95% sure of it. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, like I said, I recognize it from a lot of the video stores around where I grew up, so that's why I was pretty sure that's what that was.
Sarah says, dude, Dremel it out and use it as a lunchbox for work. That would be
You wouldn't even need to Dremel it out. There's enough space in there that you can use
actually,
it for a lunchbox.
Yeah, once you took the Game Gear out, you could fit like 4 sandwiches.
Or if anyone's a Trekkie, I could just cover up the Game Gear and put the Star Trek insignia on it, and then I'm basically carrying around in Next Generation. Everything in theirs was that hard plastic. All their bags were, so I can do that.
So Christina says, you guys are cool. Glad I stumbled on you. Well,
I'm very glad you found us too.
Yes.
Welcome. You are a nerdling.
8-Bit Glitch is chilling in my hotel room for too many games, so rubbing it in. No. So hopefully you are going to find some really awesome stuff, and hopefully you're going to meet up with all of the other YouTubers there, because there's a lot of people going.
Peter, are you still in here?
Gaming Off the Grid, so freaking cool. You guys are doing a panel at Mo Game Con. Cool, but nerve-wracking. It's our first panel, so we're not quite sure what to do. And then J Chip, are you fans of Revenge of the Nerd movies? I've never seen them, so are they pretty good? Chum Nasty says hello.
Hello.
Gaming Off the Grid is so jealous of everyone at TMG. Us too.
It kind of makes me feel better though that you're stuck here with us.
So
not with them.
So J Chip, the Revenge of the Nerd movies, they're good. They're fun, campy movies. The first one I remember the most. I've probably seen that one the most.
Yeah,
it holds up fairly well. They kind of start to wane in quality after that. I know there was like I say recent one, it's probably like 20 years old now already, but it was really rough to watch.
Yeah.
They were I think one of the nerds was the dean of the college or something. It was weird.
I did like Revenge of the Nerds, but one of my favorites over Revenge of the Nerds was Real Genius.
Sarah says, all right, gang, I got to go run a quick errand. I'll be back if you're still live later on. Well, thank you for joining us.
For joining us.
And Christina says, I've been fantasizing about Pitfall. Which Pitfall? Like, we talking old school Pitfall? Like, we're going to go like old cartridge Pitfall or one of the newer ones? And let's see, what else? Oh, something else I picked up at the yard sale where we found most of this was a black Wii. And it is one of the ones that still has all the GameCube stuff up top. I feel like when the Black Wii came out, there were some that didn't have it because they weren't backwards compatible. And I'm maybe totally wrong about that. But this came in a bag with all kinds of stuff. I think it was $15 for that, all the hookups.
It was one hell of a yard sale there, Video Games Dust Sleeve. It was amazing. We found some good stuff.
So one of the controllers, and it came with, I think, 3 black Wiimotes, and they are all the Wii Motion Plus inside.
Mm-hmm.
Although one of them still had the Wii Motion Plus dongle plugged in.
J Chip says, I really like the Pitfall game from Sega Genesis and NES.
And then a couple had the Wii condoms on there. So you had the regular size, and then you had the Magnum size. To keep your Wiimotes safe, no matter your size.
Nice.
There's even
you don't want it too small. It cuts off circulation, and you can't do anything.
A black nunchuck. And of course, all the hookup sensor bar, and then there was a Nyko charge station, so that's kind of handy.
Yep.
And yeah, we still haven't tested it out, but I was like $15.
Yeah, and the nice thing, it had the did you say this probably already? The sensor bar.
Yes.
And all the hookups. So it's kind of nice just having extra hookups, even if the Wii doesn't work. Because those are really handy if you want to just move the Wii around. Because we used to do that with Kiddo was a lot younger. We would have it in the living room, but when she'd want to play and we were watching something else, we had hookups in her bedroom, and we would just literally just take the Wii in there and didn't have to unhook everything, and you just hook it up in her room. So,
all right. J Chip says Tom is right. I'm guessing about the some of the Wii's being backwards compatible and not. Christina, Magnum's too big for me. We're cracking up Video Game Dust Sleeves, and Gaming Off the Grid loves the Wii condoms.
Had you never heard it referred to that before? Maybe you just made that up.
No, I stole that from someone. I don't remember who.
Well, Peter hasn't answered if he's still in here, but I'll show off what I thought. I know he would get a big kick out of if he's still in here or if he's AFK, or is that what it off keyboard?
Away from keyboard.
Did I say it right?
Of course, it's Peter, so he could be asleep.
He's probably fell asleep. But anyway, I got a Goosebumps to go along with the TV show of the Ewoks I showed earlier. This is, I think this one is just one episode. It's 43 minutes. So I think this is just one episode from the TV show. And so, yeah, I actually loved collecting the Goosebumps books, loved reading them, but I never watched the TV show. I was more of an Are You Afraid of the Dark girl. So this will be fun. It'll be my first venture into that. And then to go along with that.
Are you afraid of the dark?
I am not afraid of the dark because.
Does it give you goosebumps?
It does. And then I found one of those Tiger Electronics Goosebumps games. I didn't know this existed. I knew about the TV show and the movie or the videos, but I didn't know this existed. So that's kind of neat. I don't know if it works or not because there's no battery in there. And there was no battery goo,
which is nice,
left in there. So that's always nice. So yeah, I don't even know what game this is. It just Goosebumps something.
Christina, me too. Be right back. I need to play guitar. And J Chip says, what do you think of the Goosebumps movies with Jack Black?
I have only seen the first one. We have not seen the second one. And I thought it was fun. I thought it was kind of a fun take. Because, I mean, it's like when you've got something like Goosebumps where there's so many books, how do you pick one and make a movie out of it? So I actually liked the route they went with it. It was campy. It was goofy. But I liked how it was just, they tried to incorporate all of them. It was like a fan service movie, I thought, where it's like, if you read them, you're like, oh, I recognize that. Oh, I recognize that. So I am curious to see the second one.
And Jack Black seems to kind of be getting there up at age to where
he can calm down a little bit.
Yeah, he can be funny. A little calm in movies, which, you know, it's like he's still funny when he's off the wall and everything. But when he calms down, it's kind of nice to have that break too.
Yeah,
so I thought he was good.
Yeah. School of Rock. But I loved him in Jumanji. He was great.
Hey, video game lover, thanks for joining us. And Atari Creep is playing while watching, so a little jam session going on. King Collector 9000 has joined us. Hello. And J Chip says Jack Black was the best actor in that movie, but I liked it.
He was
easily, yeah.
Don't want to spoil anything for the movie, but I didn't really care for his daughter.
Oh,
she was kind of whatever.
So something kind of fun when we were at the flea market. I actually found these little mini comic books.
They're from Pizza Hut.
I don't know if I guess you don't have one, but here's like a regular comic back, so to give you a size. We actually found them in just a booth, a random booth, and I didn't know if they even belonged to that booth. They didn't have a price on them or anything. They were nice enough to call the seller of the booth, and they wanted 25 cents for them, and I'm like, all right, because how often do you come across little Pizza Hut X-Men comics? So
it's making me want pizza though. I'm pizza thief.
So video game lovers doing good, and King Collector just got off work right now. Nice. Best part of the day.
Yes, and I'm glad you joined us for a nice cool down from work.
Yeah. I also found the Pokemon Power. So you gotta catch them all. This was $3, and I have no idea what comics run usually, so we usually just kind of take a chance on if we like it or not.
Yeah.
But with this, I figured, when am I going to see this thing? So I was like, okay, $3, I can do that.
Speaking of flea market, I found me a new water bottle that I'm not sure if I'll actually use it or not.
By the way, J Chip says they look like Genesis manuals. They really do.
Yeah.
Maybe I should grab a game just to
see if how it fits. But anyway, I found me Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which is my favorite Indiana Jones movie, water bottle. And this is a Pepsi product water bottle. And there was some kind of game you could play on it. But I love when around here you get, look at this like lovely little family portrait they've got going on. But you got all the places on the map where they went and everything. So that was kind of neat. And it's actually in really good condition. Only up here at the top where Indiana Jones is it scratched. Everywhere else it's really, really nicely done.
Which is usually saying something for any kind of water bottle like that.
Yes, sir. From 1989.
King Collector says, I'm eating KFC while watching y'all. Ooh. I'm a big guy, so I like me some KFC.
I have not had a chance yet. I've been wanting to try was it the Cinnabon biscuits or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Have you tried those? Are you eating those?
You know what? We're going to go grab some dinner. You guys just hang out and stare at the game room.
I'll do something that Paul can sit up here on the thingy and he'll entertain you guys.
Tari Creep says the water bottle is the tops and Pepsi rules. Gaming Off the Grid says, love KFC. Can't get enough of their famous bowls.
I love their famous bowls. That was an amazing invention. Yeah. Loved it when they came out with those because it's like everything I love and they just threw it in to a bowl. But I have to be, a lot of people consider it gross, but I add honey to my mashed potatoes.
I have to say, though, lately I've been really big because I like both. I don't choose between one or the other. But
He's not prejudiced.
I've been really big on Popeyes. Their hot honey chicken. Oh, man, it is so good.
I wish they bring their chicken and waffles back. I love their chicken and waffles.
J Chip says, Last Crusade is also my favorite Indiana Jones movie. Nice. By the way, I picked this up at a flea market a while ago. So it's Heavy Nova on Genesis, and it had the case and the game, but no manual. But the reason I wanted to toss this up real quick was because the little X-Men comic. Oh, man. Oh,
just about.
So it doesn't fit into the actual grooves, but it still fits into the case. So, yeah. Good call. About. Good call.
Speaking of, we actually, a couple weeks ago, went to Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom movie party at Alamo. And next Thursday, we will be going to Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark movie party. So I'm really hoping that, fingers crossed that since they've done the first two, that they're going to do Last Crusade movie party.
I'm really hoping so.
Because there are only 3 Indiana Jones movies.
So Gaming Off the Grid had one last night. I'm guessing the bowls. The honey sounds like a life-changing idea.
Or Drambuie. Maybe he's still talking about the Drambuie.
Hey, trust us. It's us. Come on, we introduced you guys. I presume we introduced you guys to Drambuie, so trust us. King Collector, I am not eating the cinnamon things right now, but they are really good.
Yeah, I really want to try
And
those.
Brian's Man Cave has joined us. Thank you. Brian. How are you? King Collector, can't wait for July 21st. What's up, July 21st?
I feel like we should know what that is.
Maybe we should. We might be missing out. Might have forgot something.
Pizza Hut versus Papa John's versus Domino's. Ooh, honestly, Papa Murphy's. Because
she likes to take and bake.
Well, it's not just the take and bake. It's that they have an amazing ratio of pizza to cheese. There's like a ton of cheese on that. But of those 3, I would probably say Pizza Hut because they have an amazing stuffed crust. I love their stuffed crust. But I think they're all kind of on the same level for me.
Although Papa Murphy's also has the Alfredo white sauce, or is it a white garlic sauce?
Yeah,
that you
white
really
garlic
like?
sauce. Yeah, but I also like their garlic butter that you get with their pizza. So I mean, everybody has their own, like, because Domino's has the best cheese bread. So it's like I like everybody for different things. So
King Collector says July 21st is when WWE is coming to Pensacola on a heat wave tour. Nice.
And so, it will be hot.
Gaming off the grid. I guess you guys know where you need to be July 21st. Brian's Man Cave. I loves pizza.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. It's like, actually one of my favorite pizzas is from Cece's Pizza, and I get the pineapple Alfredo.
Oh,
it's my own concoction.
Oh, be careful mentioning pineapple on pizza. We're going to lose all the subs now. So sorry,
yeah, I know.
Guys. Although I also love pineapple on pizza, but if you guys don't, I understand. And this is goodbye. And I'm sorry.
I'm a weirdo. I like whipped cream on pizza. So
you watch too much Ninja Turtles.
I do.
Atari Creep says we have so many mom and pop pizza shops. I can't remember the last time I even seen a Papa Murphy's to a Pizza Hut. Hey, fair enough. Though, whenever you have those mom and pop shops, anything, whether they're pizza places, burger joints, those always top out.
They are much better, and it's not a mom and pop shop, but it's a fairly new to our location franchise. Actually, not in our hometown, but in Nixa, which is where we work. Marco's Pizza, and they've actually become my favorite pizza right now because their toppings ratio is amazing. Because when you order pizza with toppings on it, you want a ton of toppings, and you can't see the pizza for the toppings. So I'm really been into Marco's Pizza lately.
Gaming off the grid says, okay, now I'm really hungry. Thanks a lot,
guys. I know.
Hey,
we haven't eaten
hungry
yet either.
too, but see, the difference is I don't need someone to tell me I'm hungry because I'm a fat guy. So I'm hungry like all the time.
So J Chip says pineapple and bacon is fantastic on pizza. Yes.
Good call.
Yes.
Brian doesn't have a Cece's here in Canada. I'm sorry. Just come down here. We'll take you to Cece's. It will even be our treat.
It will be.
And
they put macaroni on pizza.
Pocket Rocket Radio is here. Whipped cream makes everything better. By the way, guys, if you have not, you need to go over to Pocket Rocket Radio's channel.
I just like saying that. It's so much fun to say.
Because he has a new video up that will make the hair on your nipples stand up. That's what he said in his Twitter. Because he's showing off comic book pickups like mine. See
the foil,
the Wolverine after the fatal attraction. Yeah, you can't really see that.
There you got it.
Remember when he had all those crazy comics do the weird stuff to try to make you buy them?
Yeah. They do it. They still do it now with the lenticular covers. So
King Collector, I do not like pineapple on pizza, but hey, it's your pizza topping it. I won't judge y'all. We'll split it.
See, I hate mushrooms on pizza.
Your half won't have pineapple. And then Atari Creep, fat guys of the world unite.
Ever had McDonald's pizza? What is McDonald's pizza?
Yeah, I'm going to need to know about that.
Is that a not United States thing?
And Brian's Man Cave, but we do have maple bacon.
Oh.
Too true. How about a trade? I'll take a picture of the buffet bar at Cece's. You tell me what you want. I'll put it in a box and send it to you. You send us some maple bacon. Pocket Rocket Radio, Wolverine, nice. Thank you. And King Collector, burger, pizza, hot wings, hot dogs, nachos, steak. Does this make y'all hungry?
You're probably one of those mean people that, like, when someone has to go to the bathroom, you're like waterfalls and rain.
Nice. Now, real quick on the other comics I picked up, I've actually been picking up a lot of stuff that I had when I was younger, and I collected comics more. Mm-hmm. So kind of like filling in those old gaps. There was Mutant X. This was actually, I think I want to say they switched from X Factor for a little bit and did a Mutant X run. And what they did was Havoc there. He ended up in like an alternate dimension where he's married to the Goblin Queen. And then like all kinds of people had way different powers. I think Storm and Gambit show up at some point and they're vampires.
Oh, that sounds
kind of fun.
Everybody loves a good vampire.
And then on that Fatal Attractions note, because I'm trying to collect the storyline, I got the X-Force one and I don't... There we go. Kind of see the little hollow foil card. Just trying to fill in those storylines.
Some McDonald's sell pizza, but it's only like a 3 McDonald's
that are self-owned. Oh,
okay,
man.
yeah, we don't have anything like that.
We may have to look for that, and then if we're on the road, see if we're anywhere near one.
Yeah, I do like to go to McDonald's when I go to foreign countries and people think I'm weird. It's like, yeah, McDonald's where you are. But they don't understand that McDonald's has different things.
Hey, Rocker Gaming, thanks for joining us.
When I was in Italy, McDonald's had, before we started doing bacon here, McDonald's had, in Italy had I think they call it the bacon deluxe or something like that. And it was basically just like a double cheeseburger with bacon in each, like on top of and in the middle and on the bottom. So it was like a lot of bacon.
King Collector says McDonald's pizza is where Orlando, Florida has a McDonald's that has pizza and just a regular menu as a regular McDonald's. Nice.
Okay.
Then Brian, I had a McPizza when it first came out here in Canada. That was about 20 years ago. Wasn't bad.
McPizza.
Rocker Gaming, no problem. Always enjoy your live streams. Well, we definitely enjoy having you here. Speaking of people that we've been putting to work on things, but I can't really say anything more to you guys. Although, I don't know, Rocker Gaming, you might have missed this, or I guess you would have missed this earlier, but I know you like handheld stuff, so we got a Game Gear case, and check it out, because you can't have enough, apparently. It had another Game Gear inside.
Does this make like our 4th or 5th one?
I think so. We've gone through quite a few of them.
We have.
And then one last comic storyline I've been going after is the Phalanx Covenant. And it's got, I mean, there's nothing to like really see. It's like some techno hollow foil, and I cannot get it to show that up. But no. I've been getting those. That was back when they would do a lot of the crossovers through all the X books.
I'm not a mean person that read. What is King Collector saying?
I am not a mean person that will do it. My first thing I said on the stream talking about food, so I am not being rude. Rocker says, dude, love that. I think I have 4 or 5 now too. Well, you know, might as well have a couple on standby, right? Atari Creep, McDonald's tried the pizza thing here and there. From what I read, it was not too bad, but it failed because of the time it took to make.
That makes sense.
That does. Yeah. I mean, you know, even with all the stuff that they've been making for years now, you know, you get behind that one person in the line who ordered like a McFish and it's taking like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we're going to have to deep fry another one. And they're like, okay, I'll wait.
Or the pies. It seems like it takes like forever for the pies.
Phil says, what's up, guys? Thanks for joining us, Phil. And J-Chip, how's Mickey Mania? You know, I was actually playing some Mickey Mania right before we started the stream. I was like, I've got a little time to kill. Sod sent me a playlist of some really great videos. I recommend checking them out if you're interested in game development. It's one of the designers from Mickey Mania, and he's going through and kind of doing like a running commentary stage by stage, and it's a lot of fun. I didn't realize they were using like this $30,000 rendering equipment to do like little effects, and it was just like crates falling, but they had it, so they used it.
Let's see. Pocket Rocket Radio says, have you guys ever had a Thai food pizza? No.
I have at the Alamo, but I don't think you wanted to try it because it was spicy.
Oh, I didn't know it was Thai.
She doesn't do spicy.
I don't. It makes me sick at my tummy.
But again, to be fair, I mean, it was at an Alamo Draft House, you know, theater and everything. So
the best place on earth.
So I don't know if you could classify that as like a Thai pizza, or, you know, if we'd have to go elsewhere to get a proper one.
I don't remember that.
Rocker Gaming, have you guys played Bloodstained yet, or do you plan to pick it up? Haven't played it yet, but we do plan to pick it up. Although I was watching the Nightcap from Gaming Off the Grid, and oh my gosh, I love the enemy designs.
It looks really pretty.
And then Brian, yes, the time to make the pizza was an issue.
Couldn't they just like stick it on the grill and let it just kind of grill?
Just like flatten it?
Yeah.
King Collector, have y'all ever seen the old Marvel Transformers comics? Because they are hard to find and still trying to find them.
I don't know that I've ever looked for them.
I've seen some Transformer comics, but I will honestly say I haven't paid attention to whether they're Marvel or not. And I feel like that's one of those franchises that might have been on like different comic companies. I know Masters of the Universe was like that, because sometimes they would be DC, and then sometimes I want to say maybe Dark Horse at one point. J-Chip is a former McDonald's employee. The apple pies take 1 minute to heat up and sleeve it.
Well, then why do they tell us it's going to take 15 minutes whenever we order one?
Because they don't want to mess with them.
infuriates me.
King Collector, I'm asking because I was not a person that goes to comic book stores that much. You know, we did have a local comic shop, but unfortunately they've gone out of business. But mostly when we would go to comic shops, it was to get like the newer issues.
We go to flea markets for the back issues.
We go to flea markets all the time, and more we're seeing the back issues there. And it's nice because a lot of times you'll find them for like $1 or $2 each.
Yeah.
Big Retro Show is joining us. Hello. And thank you. J-Chip has no idea why it takes so long for the pies.
Or why every single McDonald's ice cream thing is out of work. We just want to try the new McFlurry from
that's true.
Whatever country that's from with the caramel crap in it.
Real quick.
I was going to say, let me show off my last pickup from the garage sale, especially since the show has just ended.
Oh,
but Big Bang Clue. I actually had this in my wish list, and I think they want like $20 on Amazon for it still, but I got this for $5, and it's all complete. It just has a little mess up there on the corner there, but it's really neat. It's not a typical Clue. It's basically somebody used Sheldon's toothbrush, I think, and you're trying to figure out who did it, who's screwing with Sheldon, and it will probably always be this man because he doesn't like Sheldon. But I thought this would be fun. I love Clue. Clue is one of my favorite board games, so I collect any iteration of Clue.
She actually has quite a Clue collection, and I keep pushing for her to do a
I know. We're so busy, though.
Actually, I literally have a list on the refrigerator of videos like to do. So whenever you guys think we're being dicks and not doing like more collabs with people,
it's because
it's less that we're dicks, but more because we're so behind with even trying to do our stuff. So it's bad. Transformers and Video Games has joined us. What's up? Great garage sale pickup.
Thank you.
King Collector, I have 3 old original Marvel Transformers comics. Got them for $3 a comic. Nice.
Oh, nice.
And hold on to those. Let's see. J-Chip, the McDonald's I worked at sadly did not have chocolate ice cream for whatever reason.
That's weird.
Phil agrees that the shake machine is always broken. Always. And he loves Clue.
Ooh, good. All right, show off some more.
So for Father's Day, my in-laws, her mom and dad, got me some little gifts, which is nice to know that they pay attention that I'm a gamer. So choose your weapon. And they also got me a sign, caution, extreme gaming.
That's a tin sign.
Metal. So I always like the fact that they pay attention that I'm a gamer.
Yes.
They also got me this copper sheet for grilling, and
that'll be nice.
I know this really isn't like a nerdy thing or anything, but
this is a dad thing, really.
I'm actually really excited about this. I love like stuffed peppers and mushrooms, and I love to cook them on the grill. So this means I won't lose all my cheese.
Yeah.
So I'm actually pretty excited about it.
And I know salmon won't fall through the cracks. So.
I know it's so dorky, but
hey, we're old parents. We can be excited about non-nerdy things.
So King Collector says the 3 Transformer comics are still sealed and not even open. Very nice.
Ooh, that would not be in our house. We don't let anything stay sealed in our house.
Atari Creep Metal. J-Chip, that's a great sign. And Big Retro Show, pretty cool vibe. And the in-laws gave me a $25 Starbucks gift card. Nice.
That'll get you half of a drink.
And if you don't need that, just J-Chip, food can be nerdy, right? Oh, man. Can it?
It can. It could be nerdy nummies.
One of her favorite YouTubers.
Is one of my favorite YouTubers out there, and she's actually, I made a lot of her dishes, and he likes it. It's a nice, easy gift for him. For me, if he doesn't know what to get me, he just gets me her baking line or one of her new cookbooks that's out or whatever. So,
one more thing that I actually got from the flea market. This was kind of neat.
Speaking of Dragon Ball or Dragon Warrior, I mean
the Dragon Quest 7 or 8 guy. Oh my gosh, whichever
Dragon something.
Let's try this again. Thanks, Future Tom.
We can't even edit you.
It's the Dragon Quest 8 guide, and I think they wanted like $2 or $2.50 on it. Mm-hmm. And Smash JT is joining us.
Hello.
Thank you. Now we have to keep smashing. I just wanted to point out that the map in the back is still in here.
Nice.
Nobody tore it out. which is always nice. It's a little rough around the corners, but I mean, it's in pretty good shape. It looks like it was used, and that was it. And
wow. Where's the Elvira placemat?
But I actually really loved this one. I mean, I've been a fan of the series since it was Dragon Warrior on NES, but I really, really loved how much this one really looked like the Toriyama art style in the game, and the music was phenomenal. Just the way it played, I really loved it. So I didn't need the book because I'd gone through the games a few times, but I was like, I'll happily add that to the collection.
Good stuff.
J Chip, if you like cooking, watch the anime Food Wars. That show makes some insane foods.
I like it. I like to watch Halloween Wars around Halloween, obviously.
Oh, King Collector, I need some video ideas. Can you all give me a video idea to do tomorrow? Now's your chance, guys. Put King Collector to work. Obviously, like collection videos are always a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
People love to see what's in the collection. And Media Glitch is here. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. Rocker says, unfortunately, I need to run, but get chatting with you guys. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. And I hope I'm not bugging you too much with a certain project. If I am, I'm sorry.
That may be more my fault.
Sodia is Hill joining us. Thank you.
Hello.
Media Glitch likes our game room. Well, thank you very much. It's taken a long time to get this far.
Yeah, this is not an overnight thing.
And a lot of sales.
Lots of sales. This is about at least 10 years worth of collecting. At least.
Yeah, they're like, I would love to say I've been collecting my whole life, which that's kind of true.
But you've started over a lot.
There have been some issues where there's been some starting over, which is not fun.
Yeah.
But I guess we got a good room going on here. Smash and Media getting caught up. Yeah, it is a great crew in here. We've got a really great chat going on. So thank you guys.
Yes, we really appreciate all you guys showing up because we're actually kind of worried because we're like, well, everybody's going to be at the convention, so no one's going to talk to us. But we're so glad you guys do it.
I like that. One dislike. WTF. That's great news. Haters mean you're growing. Very true.
We have a dislike?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it's in there somewhere.
It makes me sad. Don't dislike our stuff.
Nice.
At least if you're going to hit the dislike button, tell me what you're disliking so that if it's something that we can work on, we'll work on.
So what convention I'm on set in between takes? The Too Many Games, the one in Pennsylvania, I believe.
Yeah.
Or is it directly in Philadelphia?
I don't know. We're not there.
Atari Creep, home doing nothing. I'm lame. Hey, that's what we were doing. We just turned the camera on. We were home being lame, doing nothing, and you guys came and joined us. So if you're lame, then we're lame. Just saying.
I don't want to be lame.
Let's see. Smash. JT says, smash that like. Thank you very much. Transformers, I'll never understand why someone dislikes something like this. It happens.
Yeah.
CM Retro's here. What's up?
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. And Video Game Dust Leave, Oaks, PA, right outside of Philly. Thank you. Appreciate it. J Chip, first time in a Do You Nerd. Then
we have fun in these.
Brian, 2 dislikes. What is your issue, man? It's because she said she doesn't like dislikes. So they're like, oh, I've got to leave another dislike.
Oh.
Murat, I came for dislike. Media Glitch, how did you 2 kids meet?
Well.
So we were working at a hospital. And
nobody believes the pickup line.
I know you're not going to believe this. I was actually doing a much older YouTube channel at the time. Don't look it up. But we did a lot of horror related stuff. And I thought she would make for a great scream queen. And I told her, I want you to scream for me. And she said, what? And I said, I want you to be my scream queen. And, it just kind of blossoms from there because you're in a hospital talking about screaming.
There's a lot of screaming going on in hospitals.
Pocket Rocket says to J Chip, it's a life-changing experience. Thanks.
I think that was back in 2007.
Yeah. Ooh, gosh. King Collector, do y'all want me to do a Transformer WWE Beyblade collection update or all 3 collection? You could always film all 3 and then just like cut them up, and drop 3 different videos. Let's see.
What's July 7th?
I believe that is the TORG And then
Oh, you're on your way to meet T-Belly.
Phil is meeting T-Belly.
Nice.
That's going to be a lot
Say
of
hi
fun.
for us or from us or something like that. We say hi.
Media glitch, horror related. I love horror. Pass me the links. We'll see.
You don't want to see them.
They're terrible.
There are so many that we filmed that are on literally the cutting room floor that we never even got released. But we were doing that for about 10 years before.
Yeah.
Before you quit
maybe, I don't know. 10 years, I think, might be pushing it a little. But we had started, or I'd started that channel with a couple of friends in like 2006. And it's funny because like I would actually write James Rolfe and the guys from Far From Subtle, if anyone's familiar with awesome video games.
Yeah.
And I cannot think of his real name now, but Captain S. I would actually be in contact with them, and I was always trying to get like a bumper and stuff, and they didn't want to, which, I mean, we're super small, so I understand that. But it's kind of weird, especially seeing like how big at least James has become. The other guys kind of faded out.
I don't think there was as big of a YouTube community back then either, because it was YouTube was in its infancy. It was like the first year YouTube was out, really. Well, first years.
Brian, I want you to be my scream queen. LOL. It's true. I swear. It is
he
true
did.
Story.
It is honest to God. That is the pickup line, and that is what won this girl over.
So Atari Creep had to take off, jumping out. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you
really
very much for joining us.
J-Chip was 10 years old in 2007.
I was out of college. I had graduated college, and I was in my career in 2007, dude. That hurts.
Media Glitch says, I may like horror more than video games, maybe. It's a tough call. There's a lot of good horror movies out there, and a lot of good like indie productions too.
Mm-hmm.
Like stuff that will only be online, and it's like, this needs to be out there more.
There's some good horror video games too. So
King Collector, do you nerd? What is the next video game collection that y'all are going to do? You know, no one has requested anything, and it's probably a good thing because that takes forever to do. I hadn't really thought about it. I was really nervous about doing the PS4 collection because I didn't know the best way to do that. It's like, how do you show, all these games without it being boring, just being like, well, here's this one.
Yeah, or taking the time to show like clips from each game.
Right, and I felt like that video was too long anyway. Let's see, trying to keep up. Transformers, telling King Collector, I'd love to see your Transformers collection. You are in for a treat, let me tell you that. Phil Twerp, I got you all. Media Glitch, I graduated class of 95, so I feel you. Thank you. Big Retro, the new Child's Play movie opens. Oh my gosh, is that?
This week?
It's like for real? Oh gosh. And then Voids81 has joined us. What's up, Nerdlands? Thanks for joining. And I think, let me try to scroll it up there. Morant, I think they were asking, where are you from? If that's the case, we are in the middle of the Midwest. We're in Missouri. And I basically grew up around this area. She hails from the north a little bit.
I do. I was born in Des Moines, Iowa, moved up to Green Bay, Wisconsin, and then back down to Missouri. So I've kind of been all over the place.
J-Chip says you did a great PS4 collection video. Thank you. I do appreciate that because I really was worried that it was too long. Although we are dropping a video tomorrow for the people who don't want to watch that one.
Is it the too long didn't watch video?
Media Glitch, watch my PS4 video. It's long, but people loved it if you need inspiration. I will definitely do that. Thank you. And then Neo Turbo Maniac, you did the PS4 collection video very well. Adding clips makes it better since it gives us an idea of what the game looks like if we are not familiar with it. And that's exactly what I was going for.
When we don't have a whole lot of games to show off.
Yeah, because some of the games, at least to us, it was kind of like, are people going to know what this game was for? A few of the games I didn't even drop any clips in because they were like super cheap pickups. And I'd never even heard anybody talk about them. So I was like, I don't know if I should really go into much detail on this. Pocket Rocket, Media Glitch, I'm going to watch your Bloodstained video because I'm debating on picking up the game. I'm telling you, everything I've seen so far, gameplay-wise of Bloodstained, it's looking like you should go for it anyway. But check out Media Glitch just to be sure. Odd Pod has joined us. Thank you.
And, if you need more than just his, like we said earlier, Gaming Off the Grid streamed it last night. So you can go back and watch their stream too.
Oh, look at our trying to promote it or something.
I don't know.
Well, is there anything else that you want to show off?
Nope, I showed off all my stuff.
As we're over an hour, I don't know if we're pushing it at this point or anything. King Collector says, PS4 collection was a great video with me explain what the game is, my rating of the game. I'm doing a PS3 collection update in December. Nice. We'll be looking forward to that. J Chip, what's the best capture card for a budget anime YouTuber that wants to make gaming videos?
We don't have one.
Unfortunately, we don't have a capture card, so we're not the ones to ask, but anyone in the chat that knows, definitely. Pocket Rocket. Got G is cool. Where are they? Someone called them up. They were here earlier. They had us. Well, I mean, they had the Drambuie on hand.
We don't need an excuse to.
But they did stop in earlier. Of course, they're always putting videos out, so I'm sure they're working on another one. And Odd Pods at work just thought I'd pop in and say hi. Well, we appreciate it. Neo Turbo, I think it's great to show off games that people may not be aware of. Exactly.
That's kind of why we do what we do for anything. Yeah, really. Anything we collect.
So many games already for PS4. Oh my gosh. It's impossible to keep up with all of them.
We didn't realize we had as much as we did until we gathered it all for the video.
And then it looks like Media Glitch is suggesting to J Chip and Elgato and Big Retro. I would love to see your Dreamcast collection. We can probably do that. Our Dreamcast collection is shamefully tiny.
Well, we don't find it around here. There's not that much Dreamcast love around here.
Whenever we do find games, they're usually sports games, which is fine. It's just they have them marked for like $13, and it's like, I'm sorry, I don't really want to, pay $13 for, Madden.
Gaming Off the Grid is back.
99. Oh, thanks for coming back, Got G. They just left practice. King Collector, check Amazon. They have very good capture cards for gaming videos. Good advice. And CM Retro, when you aren't watching gaming-related YouTube channels, what do you watch? We spread our watch time out pretty well. We dedicate our Monday nights to movies and then Tuesday nights to TV. So we try to catch up on a lot of shows. Cloak and Dagger has been one that we've been trying to get through because of the whole Marvel thing. Trying to think of some of the other shows that we've been finishing up lately.
We just finished recently Umbrella Academy.
That's right. I think pretty soon I'm going to introduce her to a British show called Misfits and see what her take is.
Yeah. I feel like there was something we recently watched that we really were enjoying, and it was sad that it was over. But
Justin Eagles here. Do you think the Wii U is a good console and your fave Wii U game? Ooh, fave game. I'll have to think on that one. But I do think it was a good console. I think it
was a good beta version of the Switch.
Yes. I think that they just marketed it totally wrong. I think too many people thought it was an add-on to the Wii, and I really feel like that's the main thing that caused it to fail. Just that confusion, because it had a lot of good games, which is kind of evident by the fact that they keep porting them to Switch.
I feel like it should have been.
I feel like
the console didn't even look different. The consoles, both the Wii and Wii U consoles, looked almost exactly the same, and you just had the pad. So,
J Chip, are you looking forward to see what Xbox Scarlet is? Definitely, because I'm very curious. There's a lot of rumors exactly what's going on. So yeah, I want some facts. Transformers says your backdrop is amazing. I see shelves full of lots of cool stuff back there. Well, thank you. Give it a better look. She's got a pretty good backdrop in her toy room.
Yeah, if you ever watch,
do a room tour.
I need to do a room tour. But yeah, if you ever watch the my unboxing, my toy stuff, you can see my. And it grows as the channel grows, it grows.
King Collector, hey, do you nerd, what do you think of my room tour 2019? We've been following your channel for a while now, so that's exactly why I like the room tours, because you keep changing it up, especially with your room, because you have so much stuff in there already, like from the Transformer stuff to the wrestling figures and everything. So it's always nice to see it change. J Chip still loves the Wii U. And Tony, do you think AI will take over our jobs? Most jobs.
Yeah.
I think that AI will still have room for human slaves, though, unfortunately. So I'll probably be slaving in the salt mines for the AI.
They're the ones who are going to be, kicking it up with the yachts and doing all kinds of fun stuff, and we're going to be doing the crap work
Nice.
that they don't want to do.
I'm still trying to think of my favorite Wii U game. The problem is I like some of the stuff like the Shantae game that was on the Wii U, but it's like, is that really fair to call it a Wii U game since it was on other systems? But of course, I was a sucker for the Mario games. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think. Got them right over here.
Yes. Do you like Skyward Sword?
The Skyward Sword was fun. Super Mario Maker was a lot of fun, of course, with the sequel coming out, because having, unlimited stages to play through was great. I really liked the NES remix games, because I loved all the little like micro challenges and in games that were, retro games that we're already pretty familiar with. So that was a lot of fun.
What was your favorite toy line? Big Retro says, what was your favorite toy line growing up?
Pretty easily for me, G.I. Joe. Oh man, all the guys, the vehicles, and the weapons. I mean, it was awesome. Because of course you give your favorite guys the new guy's weapon, because it's like, oh, this guy, he's all right, but his gun's really cool, so I'm gonna give it to you. Now you're the cool guy.
Mine was Hot Wheels. I loved Hot Wheels.
J Chip loves the Triforce in the background. Thank you. Smash. Humans are already slaves to society. Man, I'm used to it. True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Justin, very well put. Personally love the console. EA needs to make UFC 3 available on Switch. It's currently not developed for.
Yep.
I'm surprised that EA is not pushing the Switch a little more. That seems like a really good platform for them.
Have we missed anything up there? Scroll up a little bit. It's starting to move really, really fast, which is good.
I don't think so. I think we're doing pretty good so far. But let us know if we've missed something. Ron, have you guys played any of the Persona games? Unfortunately, the last one I played was it on, I thought there was one on PS1. It might have been PS2, but it was a long time ago. A buddy of mine, he really liked the games, and he had some of the import ones because he was from China. So he had those, and he recommended one of them to me, and it was one of the earlier ones that actually made it over here. But yeah, it's been a long time. See, King Collector, I'm surprised that they're bringing back Destroy All Humans from the PS2. Now it will be remastered. It could be kind of fun, though. Tony, Mario Maker 2 is coming out. I'm not sure if it's going to be good.
I don't think Mario Maker had enough chance.
I feel like with Mario Maker, it really just comes down to what people create. Because, it could go either way. If it doesn't have a good backing, a good support system, then it could fail pretty easily. See, Neo says, seen TurboGrafx and Sega CD games in the background of your videos. What are your favorite games for each one? Sega CD's kind of tough. Some of the games that I like are, I don't know, they're more, it's not like, they're, what would you call them? Like maybe updates to basically 16-bit games, because they're basically ports just with that CD quality sound. The TurboGrafx, though, honestly, it comes down, I was going to say shooters, but then Splatterhouse was the one that got me into the TurboGrafx, so I'm probably going to go with that, because growing up,
you just wanted the hockey mask.
Well, yeah, growing up playing as a Jason Voorhees type guy, it's like that won me over. Let's see, CM Retro, G.I. Joe was awesome. Favorite toys back in the day are Micro Machines. Good call.
Did like Micro Machines. That's like a smaller version of my Hot Wheels, and I did collect a lot of Micro Machines. The Micro Machines that had the little micro car inside it.
Oh, yeah. J Chip says, I love getting Joes as a kid. Justin Eagle, thanks for checking your collection for your favorite Wii U games. So true. Funny, because there's very little data on those NES remix discs. I know, right?
Yeah.
And then Pocket Rocket, I'm the only person I know that's eagerly awaiting for Shin Megami Tensei on the Switch. Maybe you need to know more people. Actually, with all the collections coming out, that would be a great series, because some of the storylines in later games, don't they kind of harken back to previous stories? Or are they just like reusing some of the characters in different areas or different games? I was trying to think of one. There's like a dancing game where they're using characters from one of the Persona's titles?
I don't know.
Tony, does anyone remember when Boomerang played classic cartoons? Then after 2010, it was garbage. I miss the old cartoons. Yes.
I miss the old animation.
Nice. King Collector. Hey, do you nerd try to sing the original G.I. Joe song? Let's see.
G.I. Joe. That's all I remember.
Oh, how did it go? They'll
remember.
fight for freedom. They're always prepared. Oh, geez, I can't remember it now.
I don't know.
Fighting for freedom over land and air. Oh.
I don't know. Dads and Lads says hi. Hello.
Hello, dads and lads, and hello, Biological EX1. Gaming Off the Grid, love the California Raisins and their music. Come on.
Yeah.
Wes loves WWF Hasbro figures. And you guys should see King Collector's collection. Oh, CM Retro, they'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. There we go. Oh, nice. Oh, that's the part I was thinking of. It's G.I. Joe against Cobra and Destro fighting to save the day. He never gives up. He's always prepared, fighting for freedom over land and air.
Nice.
Just for you, King Collector.
That's great.
Biological G.I. Joe. That's the only line I know.
That's me. I'm like G.I. Joe.
J-Chip, you aren't the only one hyped, or the only person Pocket Rocket Radio. I'm hyped for Shin Megami Tensei. Neo, I love the lyrics to the Joe movie. Biological, I collect PlayStation games, but the ones I collect the most is PS1 games. Nice. I think now seems to be a pretty good time to pick up PS1 and PS2 games. The prices have kind of leveled out. Dad and Lads, my twin bro still has our childhood collection of action figures.
Nice.
Oh, you should get those back. Pocket Rocket, Tensei 5, supposedly all we got was a teaser trailer with no gameplay. They like to do that, don't they? PS3 games are cheap now too. Yes, they are. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we see so many of those like already 5 and under.
Yeah.
And we have to kind of be careful not to go too crazy with those. Neo enjoys buying import Sega Saturn games. Nice. We had Rocker Gaming mod our Saturn to be able to play the import games, which was really nice. So we should probably be looking into that more too. Big Retro Dude, that was awesome. He said just like the guy that really sings it. Oh, nice. I'm getting them for 99 cents to $1.99. Wow, sweet.
That is awesome.
And then Biological, PS1 is still today my favorite console, more than the PS2, 3, and 4 games. CM, I buy them all. Not the sports games, though. J-Chip, favorite turtle in the crew, TMNT crew. Leonardo, always loved the swords.
Probably I liked Raphael's size, but I kind of liked him better in the cartoon. The movie, he was kind of like too emo for me, but Michelangelo would probably be my favorite turtle.
Team Retro agrees with me, Leo 100%. And Neo says, I enjoy the RPGs the most on PS1. Yes. Oh my gosh. That was the thing that pushed me from Nintendo to the PS1. So I went with the PS1 over the N64 because I followed my RPGs. Pocket Rocket's got to take off. Hope everyone has a great rest of your day. Well, thank you very much for joining us.
Donatello was a good turtle. He was a good turtle. Donatello does machines.
King Collector, who remembers Eddie Guerrero? I do not.
That sounds familiar. What is that? I don't know what that is. Glug, glug, glug.
Neo, that's the big reason why I never got into the N64, lack of RPGs. And then Smash JT, favorite NES game ever. Maniac Mansion for him. Ooh, nice choice. So, real quick, wait, could you do it on the NES one? The hamster, the microwave, and do you? Yeah, see, I knew I'd get that reaction.
That is terrible.
It's pretty bad. Oh my gosh, favorite NES game. You guys keep asking all the favorite questions, I'm trying to.
I was terrible at it, but probably Paperboy.
Paperboy was a lot of fun. You know, in retrospect, I think I really appreciated the type of games, the type of genre that Dragon Warrior got me into. But as a kid, it's hard to say it was my favorite because it would frustrate me to no end. I didn't quite understand a lot of the mechanics, but now looking back, I'd say, oh yeah, Dragon Warrior. But I feel like that's a cop-out answer. Let me think on that one. Dad and Lads loved Inspector Gadget. Got G says Punch Out for Wes and Gradius for me. Ooh, Gradius is good though. Do you ever use the Konami code in Gradius, or do you try to be good and not use it? I usually try to save it for the damn Moai stage. Smash, only Sid and Razor could microwave the hamster on NES. Nice.
Stop talking about microwaving hamsters.
So Biological Eddie passed away in the ring from heart condition, something to do with steroids over drugs. So that's probably why he sounded familiar.
Okay.
And he was an awesome wrestler. Sadly died because of a heart attack. Neo used to have the Inspector Gadget toy back in the mid-90s. Nice.
I loved watching the Inspector Gadget cartoon. Not so much the movie.
Yeah. J-Chip's a Raphael guy because he's cool but rude. Michelangelo's a party dude. Cowabunga!
I love the turtles. Although we actually tried watching them again as adults, and we learned that they're better left to memory.
We have a lot of problems trying to revisit old cartoons. For us, at least, they don't always hold up. Beetlejuice was a big one for me. I loved Beetlejuice when I was younger. I don't know. There was something about it that it didn't hold up well to me.
So I like to leave those in my memories. Although one that has held up for us, and we've watched a few times, is X-Men.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We can watch the 90s cartoon X-Men over and over and over. We love that one.
Gosh, I'm still trying to think of the favorite NES game. I didn't get it until a lot later, but I really liked Rockin' Cats. It's a really interesting platformer because it's kind of like it's not perfect, but it's got a lot of the elements of a Mario game and then of Bionic Commando. So I always kind of liked that. And I always actually liked, I know it's a pricier game, but I came across it long ago, super cheap at a pawn shop, but Metal Storm, because I loved the switching gravity mechanic. It was fun.
Yeah, so that's cool. What else we got going on here?
Let's see. Gaming Off the Grid, totally agree. Cartoons don't really hold up, but most movies do. Though. J-Chip, I've never seen Beetlejuice. The movie or the cartoon, or both? Man, let's see. Dad and Lads, cartoon Transformers, the movie, awesome. It was that. Who did the theme song? Was that White Lion? Who did the the great super 80s theme song? I loved it though. Then Tripper's here. Hey everyone, nice to join us. Thank you, appreciate it. My gosh, what's going on?
It's Peter and Justin talking about the Wizards Unites. Anybody playing the new Harry Potter Wizards Unites that actually was not supposed to go live until tomorrow, but it went live today.
Nice.
So that was pretty cool. And so we have a group chat with our friends, and we're all talking about what levels we're at right now and everything.
J-Chip has never seen both. Beetlejuice the movie. It's still fun. It's some of the parts are very dated. It doesn't move as quickly as I remember it, but I think that's just the pacing from the time frame that the movie was made in.
Which one?
Beetlejuice.
Oh, Beetlejuice.
But the movie's still a lot of fun. The cartoon, it's very much a novelty. There were some good things in it, but
the Jacques, the skeleton
is always trying to keep in shape.
Work out. It's dude, you have no muscle.
The cartoon was one of those cartoons that often had adult humor sprinkled in there.
Yeah.
There was an episode where they Beetlejuice has like a whole cast of like dead people from history, and I believe it was Marie Antoinette is on like his side. He's fighting like another group, and may have just been Custer. Anyway,
I know Washington was there because they're making fun of his quote unquote wooden teeth.
But he's wanting to retaliate with fire, and he needs a slingshot. And so she like reaches in and pulls out her bra, and he's like, "Whoa, you can hit the far side of the moon with that thing." Oh, King Collector, you got the touch, you got the power. That's it, perfectly. And Gaiman says, "Movie is incredible. Cartoon's a little rough."
It was still. I remember it being fun when I was a kid, but you know.
Tripper says, "I'm a big fan. Glad to catch you live." Well, we're glad to have you here. Thank you so much. Michael is new here. What do we upload? Oh man,
anything and everything.
We do a lot of pickups. We do some unboxings. We go to Renaissance festivals, conventions, and other events to kind of help promote some awareness. Throw some videos together that shows like what you can expect whenever you go to these things.
Our tagline is if we like it, we nerd it.
Yes. So those are kind of the big things. We throw other things in there like some taste tests and just some kind of fun stuff that comes to mind.
Basically, like I said, if we like it, we nerd it. Whatever pops into our little brain, we film it and put it online. See if anybody wants to watch it.
Nice. Howard 0607, excuse me, but I believe Justin prefers to be known as Red 5 when on the channel. Not that I would know. Shifty eyes. Wonder who that could be.
Sorry, Red 5.
J Chip, top 3 underrated Genesis games. I don't hear enough people talk about Vector Man. And I always thought that was fun. It's tough, but
my dad loved Vector Man. My favorite Genesis game is Zombies Ate My Neighbor.
And then, I like to try to say Gunstar Heroes, but I do feel like a lot of people do talk about Gunstar Heroes. At least now, growing up, I never really heard a whole lot about it though.
Vector Man always looked like tennis balls to me.
Tennis balls over lucky. King Collector, are you all into Yu-Gi-Oh? We are not. But
I love yoga. It's very stretchy and it's it's very calming.
But of course, I'm not going to speak for everyone in the chat. Neo says, "I like the video you did on the board game cafe." Thank you. Thank you.
That's one of the things that we do like to do is show off things that people might not be aware of. We try to bring. Basically, our biggest thing is awareness. We want to bring awareness to whatever we're collecting, whatever we're going to or whatever. Like I said, I picked this up and I love Goosebumps. Had no idea they made a little like Tiger Electronics thing for it. So just awareness.
The board game cafe was nice because the really cool thing about that place was you could buy games there, but the big thing was you could try them out, which worked out so well because there was a game that she totally 100% wanted, having seen it played online. Yeah. But then when we tried it out, we just weren't really getting into it.
Yeah, and there's nothing worse than sinking $50 into a board game and, you're stuck with it. There's nothing you can do. So it's not like a video game.
King Collector, do you nerd? No more beer videos. You guys haven't turned 21 yet. Nice.
Why, thank you. We just need Gaming Off the Grid to send us more beers.
Nice.
More sours. You really turned us on to sours.
Yeah.
Can't believe we'd never tried sours before. What's wrong with us?
Well, the thing is, since we've gotten into them in our area, they seem to be kind of hard to find.
Them. Now that we know we like them, we cannot find them.
So, well, what do you think? Should we let everyone go?
Yeah, people probably maybe want to eat, or if they've already eaten, go digest their foods or whatever. We have not eaten yet, and the whole beginning of our chat was nothing but food talk, so we're kind of hungry. Because everyone knows me, I'll keep going and keep talking, so he always has to shut me up.
Oh, okay, no, I just got here. No, please. Then Howard just got here. Well, for what it's worth, we are going to try to work on doing live videos more frequently.
And we always try to give you guys a heads up on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook of like, hey guys, we're going to go live at such and such time, so meet us. So we do try to, we do try to be good about giving you guys a heads up.
Gaming Off the Grid turned you on to the sours. Is that the only thing? I'm winking at the one with the beard. Oh, that's both of you? Oh.
Should we tell them how I remember their names?
Go if you want to know real quick.
If you were ever curious, because it's trying to hard to keep you.
Don't take too long. Dad and Lad says it's way past my bedtime.
Okay.
So,
Anyway,
see, we need to.
I remember because both of you have beards, but one has more than the other one, so Wes has less. You came up with that. Why are you laughing like that?
Shut this off. Big Retro Show says bye, guys. So yeah, I think that we are going to end this here. But thank you so much for coming in and visiting with us and chatting with us and checking out the sporadic pickups in there. We always like to share with you what we find because we know that we got some fellow fans out there, some nerdlings. So it's always fun to talk shop, whether it's comics or games and everything. And you guys always keep us on our toes, asking us what our favorites are.
I know. You can make the noggin work.
All right. Well, guys, thanks again. And I hope you have a great night.
Gave it off the grid.
Wes has less. Yeah, there you go. If you guys are ever confused,
yep.
Now you got it.
When you've had too much Drambuie and you can't remember who's who.
Nice. All right. Well, guys, thanks again and have a good night.
Night. Bye, guys.